You're such a nice guy, I'm going to give you a pair to try. There you go.
Is it?
Yeah.
I just got a pair of insoles
And
live.
let me just tell you that it's not every day that a Scotsman gives something away, let me tell you, so take it.
Hola YouTube, my name is Ricardo Lino and I'm a wheel addict. Second day of ISPO 2018, I'm in Munich and I'm inside the Superfit booth and I'm with Andrew.
Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Andrew. Andrew was a hockey player for 20 years, and for those of you who don't know, Superfit is probably the best insole brand in the whole market. So Andy is going to explain us why is it that good. So I'm gonna let you talk. You're gonna do the talking.
You're gonna let me do the talking. I'm very good at talking. So, why do we need an insole in an ice hockey skate? I'm very often asked that, but the reason is that for virtually all footwear, you can benefit from having an insole inside the shoe. So the question is why? Well, feet are very complex. It is your foundation. And basically feet have lots of shape. It's a fully three-dimensional object. A lot of people just look at the arch for support. At Superfit, we look at the whole foot, but we start in the rear foot. So the heel is the largest bone in the foot. It's where all the pressure goes through. It's designed to move. And this happens when you skate, especially. It's called pronation and supination. So every time you push off, one foot's pronating and the other foot is supinating. So when we put a shape under the foot, we help that foot to function better. So what does that mean? It means, in terms of ice hockey, is that you will have a much stronger foot to push off, and this equates to more power and more speed. Also, because an ice hockey skate has an angle which starts higher at the heel and comes down to the forefoot, it means that that foot wants to slide on that surface. And once again, if we put a good shape starting at the heel there, we will give the foot more stability, and more stability means that you use less energy. And that means you have more time to skate, more power to skate. And when you, as an example, would take a slap shot, obviously you go forward on one foot. And this means that more weight is going through that foot. And more weight usually means less stability. So if we put some shape under the foot, we guarantee you'll have a harder slap shot. One of the last things that I would say, coming from ice hockey, I've lost a few teeth, a couple of little nose pops as well, is that if you have good stability under your foot, you can punch someone harder as well.
Now show us the products that you have.
Okay, the products. So this is our latest product. It's the Carbon Pro Hockey. A little bit of history about Superfit is that we produced the first insoles for Bauer. I'm sure you all know who Bauer are, back in the 80s. And we produced this shape for Bauer a long time ago. And we've been developing it ever since. In Canada, we are by far the #1 ice hockey insole in the market. And as I say, this is our newest insole. You can see 11% written there. What this means is that when we tested this insole with professional ice hockey players, from blue line to blue line, they had an increase in speed by almost 11%. Why is that? Well, the insole, our original insole from all those years ago is called the yellow. And you can see the way this insole sits. It looks lower in the heel than it is in the forefoot. But because ice hockey skates have a ramp angle, a higher heel section, this is how this insole is designed to sit in that piece of footwear. All those years ago, we used a high density foam. We have a plastic base. Now, imagine when you skate or walk or run, you put power through the insole. And this insole it has worked great for years, but you can see it's fairly flexible. What this means is that when you go to push off, especially if you're a 150 kilo ice hockey player, you can lose some energy in that insole, which means a loss of power. With the new carbon combination in this insole, if I twist this one, you can see it is much, much more stable, and therefore that power and energy is transmitted into the foot, up the body, and basically this is how you can increase your speed. So based on what I've just said, insoles in all types of footwear helps. Think of your foundation. It needs to have a good solid foundation in order to give you a good stance and good power, but it also has to have a good shape. Feet have a three-dimensional shape. Your ice hockey skates only have a two-dimensional flat shape, and if you put an insole in those, I guarantee that you will skate faster, you'll have more power, and you'll probably have more energy to keep skating longer. There's no other type of sport that I can think of that you couldn't benefit from having some shape under the foot. Think about this very quickly. If I have a glass, I'm having a beer, the surface is flat and I put it on the bar, the surfaces are the same, so that beer glass is stable. If I took that beer glass and put it on its side, it would be unstable on that surface. So I believe that all feet in all activities, including all those skating activities, will benefit from all the things I just said. More power, more comfort, less chance of aches and pains like blisters and such like, if you put that shape under your foot. So I believe it will help all aspects of skating.
So thank you so much, Andrew. It was awesome to have a little lesson, a little insole lesson. I hope you guys learned something with Andrew, and now that you know what to do with insoles, you know what to get to. No, so now I want to try some. I really want to try some and be able.
You're such a nice guy. I'm going to give you a pair to try. There you go.
Is it?
Yeah.
I just got a pair of insoles live.
Let me just tell you that it's not every day that a Scotsman gives something away. Let me tell you. So take it.
Yes. No, that's cool. That's cool. I'll make a little review after what you said.
Perfect.
I'll make another view about it, and all of you guys out there watching these, then you first listened from the insole master, and now you're going to listen from someone who never tried the insoles. You're going to listen to like my first experience with these insoles.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay? Let's see how it goes.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this is the first one that you ever watched, well, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel for more. And like I always say, just don't forget why we all started skating. You know why? Because it's fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Cheers, guys. See you soon.